Now, authorities in Croydon are still cleaning up after hundreds of rebels smashed up a former Royal Mail delivery office during an illegal rave. Police moved in to shut down the event, and officers were pelted with missiles, including furniture and fire extinguishers. James Banks is at the scene. James, how's it looking?
Well, Mark, life has pretty much returned to normal here in East Croydon this morning. But as you can see behind me, the old post office building, disused, is still showing a few scars from Saturday night's illegal rave. You can see a few windows that have been boarded up and a few windows that are missing panes of glass. But Saturday night, it was around 9 o'clock that police officers were called here to East Croydon after reports that several hundred people were inside that building and there was music blaring out. Now, initially, the police tactic was to cordon off the building and to ensure that no one else could go in and join in on that rave. This was a tactic that was working to begin with, but due to the fact that the old post office here is located so close to the East Croydon Overground station and tram station, it meant that when word spread of the illegal rave and more revellers joined it, the crowd built up very quickly and it soon swelled to over 1,000. Now, with a crowd that big and a party going on inside, the mood soon changed, and it wasn't long before police officers were being pelted with missiles from those inside the building, including fire extinguishers and pieces of furniture. Now, clearly at this point the police had to do something, and they decided that it was in fact safer to pull back from the cordon and allow the illegal rave to go on and just to keep an overwatch. Then yesterday morning at around about 8:30 the police then made their move, and they moved into the building and cleared out all of the people who had turned up for the illegal rave, and I've heard estimates of upwards of 1,000 people inside that building. By mid-morning the police once again had control of the building and the area, and a large cordon operation was put in place. The clean-up then started and the police began to gather evidence. Clearly the scenes that were witnessed here on Saturday night did cause a lot of people to draw parallels with those violent scenes that we saw in this area and throughout the rest of London in the summer of 2011, and they have caused local people, including the local MP Gavin Barwell, to ask questions not only to the owners of the property but also to the police and how they allowed such a thing to escalate to how it did and how they managed to let it happen in the first place. But as we mentioned earlier, 9 people were arrested for numerous offences, including drugs and disorder. And following the day of yesterday of collecting evidence, police say that they are expecting to make more arrests in the next few days.